25,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Now it's Ellington to return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's got some space here. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Alvin Kamara racing to the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. They find some open field here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. The Lions had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And you look at this Saints defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Right side to Williams. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
2 for 1.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Little short pass here to Hill. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, Kamara. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Saints lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. The York on now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him. The 17-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And they'll run it here. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Buffalo 18!
Looking to throw. Clinton. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back to throw here. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. York now for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Saints 21, Lions nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You look at this Saints defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. 21-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Gibbs straight ahead, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Quick throw to Olave. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This now a 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of...
And now off to the races down the right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Clinton. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
To throw on 2nd down, Clinton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Ready? Go, Chap. Go, Chap.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He completes it to Olave. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Now a pitch out to Kamara. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cedric Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
St. Brown motioning left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Clinton. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and this one will be brought back to the 22. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And the drive starts with a completion, left side. Touchdown! Juwan Johnson. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Pete Werner drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Tutu Atwell. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Here we go. Here we go.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
19 Lions. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Kamara up the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line.
First down, Saints.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Chris Olave. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 on the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Clinton. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a throw here to his running back. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 3 quarters have come and gone. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. He'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard gain brings up 2nd and 4 at the Lions' 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught by Wilson. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd and long. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
That is caught. And he is out of bounds. But first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw here.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1.
Rocco switch. Rocco check. Panther.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Lions 14. Jack Fox to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop it.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Saints 49, Lions 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out, and you and I, let's get to the airport.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson. Down the left sideline.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Able to slither by.
Wow, 185 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Olave holds it in.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Now this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
There we go. Back 60.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.